Mom had some questions from my last one, and really just some ideas about a new one. Uh, seasons, seasons. What season are you in right now? And should you pray for your enemies? How should you feel about your enemies? People that done you real wrong, real bad. And was it on purpose or were they just hurt? How should you feel about your enemies? Well, the more you focus on yourself and your own goals, you won't even be thinking about your enemies. You won't have time to be upset at them. Being upset at somebody is you not moving forward. You at that point are sitting on the sideline. You're not in the game no more. You're not moving forward. You can only do one thing at a time. So if you're going to be upset, stop moving, because you can't be upset. Why would you be driving on the highway and be upset at the same time? That ain't good. You should, one thing at a time. Either you're going to move forward or you're going to choose to forgive. And what helps me is to forgive myself for even thinking about being upset at somebody. Your cutoff game. Mom is trying to use the new kids lingo. Is your cutoff game strong? Should it be strong? Should you allow them ever to come back? What a question. In order to hate somebody or to not like them, you will have to not like yourself. Because in order to properly love somebody, you got to love yourself. It can't be no jealousy. Otherwise, they'll feel that. They can tell it's a fake smile. So the people that really love themselves, you can feel it. It's a light. It's a force field around them that protects them also. But you can feel that vibe, that true love. You can feel people's sadness too. You can see it straight through the smile. And they'll be drawn to people that's truly happy. Or they'll be drawn to depression and isolation. Which is why you got to be careful about how you treat people. You never know what they're going through. You never know. They could cry they sleep themselves every night. Every night, just cry themselves to sleep. It's important to really be in a good place before you leave the house. Make your bed up in the morning. Clean that bathroom. Keep it real clean. Keep your bedroom clean. When you're using the stove, lift up the top of the stove, lift up the eye and scrub around the place where the fire come out. And then when you get to your car, go start with the trunk. Pop the trunk and just take a good look at it and be like, what needs to go? Vacuum the car out. You probably got stains all on your car. I was talking to one lady a while back. She had cancer. And for some reason, she asked me, she said, what should I do? A lady with cancer asking you, what should she do? I said, well, let's clean this room up. Let's open the curtains and the windows, light some incense, the candles, light it all up. And she just started crying. Because your bedroom and your car and your bathroom is a reflection of who you are on the inside. If your house is dirty, or your room just a little dirty, or certain parts of your house is dirty, it's just a reflection of you. You probably got certain little corners in your house that just ain't all the way clean. Certain parts of your mind ain't all the way clean. But at the very least, let's have a clean house, a clean sink, the hair in the corners and everything. Open up the curtains, baby. Please open the curtains up. Open the windows, but clean the house up. It's no reason why we should skip over that every day, just daily. Stop with everything you're doing and clean your house up. I promise you, as the cleaner your house is, the more money in your bank account will be. I'm always relating things to money, but there's a correlation with that. Your bank account will increase the cleaner your house is, and the debt, or whatever debt you have, will also go down. There's an immediate correlation with that. I just wanted to say that it's been the car. I mean, that's like if we was on horse and buggy and your car, that's like you clean your car up, please. It'll help your mind out. Now, my mom had a question about what's in a name. Okay, so the Bible, in the Bible, they always talk about, you gotta, a person was led to name their son or their daughter a certain name. Even some people's names change as they live on. They get a name change. If you've ever had has suffered from sleep paralysis, you sitting there and you're sleeping, but you in between the dream world and this world, and your eyes probably are open, but you can't move because your body is still asleep. Some people call it the devil riding your back. You can call it whatever you want to, but one thing I do know, it's only one thing that'll help you out of that situation, and that's the name of Jesus. Some people believe that ain't his real name, but it reminds me of my granddaddy. He might call me my brother's name. He like, hey, Nick or Jay, come on in here. And I'd be like, even though he called me Jay, I know he's talking about me. Jesus the same way. Even though that ain't his real name might be Yeshua, some other name, Yahweh. It ain't no J's in the Hebrew alphabet. He knows who you calling on. Sometimes you can't even open your mouth during those moments. So you have to think it first, which buys you enough space to be able to open your mouth and speak it. I've been in those situations. One of my friends, I came into the room and I saw his eyes open and he was kind of panicking. And I can tell he was having sleep paralysis. And so I shook him to wake him up. And he was like, thank you, immediately. Because I just could tell I've been in that situation to where you sleeping, but you ain't sleeping and you can't move. It's a scary situation, especially when you're home alone. People don't like to talk about it, but I got a strong feeling that the spiritual world is gonna invade the physical world in America in a way that it really hasn't done before. It'll be on the news. It'll make it to the news. It's already been doing it, like through these conspiracy pages on Instagram and things like that. But sooner or later, it's gonna be some strange things happening. It ain't gonna just be crime, like thieves and robbers. It's gonna be a whole nother wave of news that's gonna take over. And they've been preparing us for it with the movies. People gonna want answers. Who are these people, these creatures? What do they want? The answers are already here. And it's important to really study those before they come tell you who they are. You got to see if it match up with what we already know, which it's only, you got humans, you got angels, then you got fallen angels, fallen angels, two different agendas. Then you got demons, which are different than anything. A demon, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is when an angel has sex with a woman and they have a baby. When that baby dies, the spirit of that baby, the spirit of that child, doesn't go to heaven or hell. It stays in this dimension. That's a demon. And that demon longs to embody. It needs to be in somebody's body or some animal's body. So that's 4 categories right there at the very least. So when you start seeing, when these things start coming down the pipeline on the news, ask yourself, what is this? With that being said, like I say, it's Friday, so I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna try to do this every Friday. I do want to say this though, because I be looking at the stock market and it's going down even further. It's going to go down further. The gas price is going to go up more. Chick-fil-A, for a #1 special with a large lemonade, it's $11. It ain't used to be like that. I can see it going to $15. To fill my gas tank up is a strong 70. I can see that going to 100. Rent, you already know rent going up. The point is, We're already a little too late. But now is the time to gather your acorns. Wintertime coming. It's time to lock in, expand, and whatever passion you got, get behind it and go full speed. Whatever plan you got, whatever team you got, understand who your team is, get behind them, delegate responsibilities and departments, and check in with each other. Have a weekly business meeting. You cannot discount a business meeting. And it can be 30 minutes. And a business meeting is cool because you put a weekly goal on it, and when the next week comes, see has that goal been accomplished and or why hasn't it been, and then you just keep polishing it up and keep it moving. Some people might have to have sacrifices and move back from whatever apartment they living in because it might be too expensive. You might have to get a roommate or something. These are things you got to think about before your lease is just right at the door, and then you're like, well, should I renew it or not? It's time to really, really make some sound decisions. Should you buy a house right now? Can you afford it? Should you get into another lease, a year lease? Something you don't even own and throw money out the window for another year? What investments are you making? Just find your passion, protect it, and go full speed. The good news, I would like to leave with some sort of good news, because all news is good news to me, because it's news. Now you can prepare. Remember who you are. That's good news. Remember who you are. Remember that whatever you see, it ain't the whole story. Whatever you think that you see, you think you got it all figured out, it's more to this physical world than you can see. Scientists believe that we only see 5% of the reality. The other 95% is hidden behind what we actually see. That is really fascinating. But remember who you are. Who you are is you're not even an animal. You higher than that. You have light in you. Your soul will live on. Not only that, your words are very powerful. The most powerful. You can change matter. You can change the entire structure of your life. And so imagine just with your words how powerful they are. That's why I talk about cleaning your place up. Imagine when you put your hands to something, how powerful you making your whole environment. Please clean your house and your car, the inside of your car. I'm talking about go to the car wash and vacuum. Take the mat out and wave it and vacuum it. And keep your windows open for a long time. Keep letting that light in. Buy some candles, and appreciate alone time. You don't always have to be around other people. Go out to eat by yourself. Go watch a movie by yourself. Go park the car somewhere by yourself and just think. No music, just think. And what I do sometimes, this is one of my favorite things. When a thought comes to my head, I'll analyze it and figure out why am I thinking about it, and just go down the rabbit hole of why I'm thinking about it. Just break the thought down till it can't be broke down no more. And now you're figuring out, now you know why you're thinking about this particular thought. And now that thought is owned by me. I can move it. I can get rid of it. I did something the other day, yesterday. I asked God to, I said, I need your help to not think about this no more. Because it was a thought that was just in my head. And I was just like, I don't want to think about this no more, but I'm having a hard time not thinking about it. One good way to do it is to think about something else. But at that time, I just wanted God's help, instead of trying to do it on my own. And the way I brought it to him, I was like, God, I can't be no use for you if this thought keep coming in my head. So you got to do it. And he did. And I tried to think about it and couldn't no more. So that works also. With that being said, I just want to leave you with some good news. You are in control of your life. Just take control. Whatever plan you got, don't think about it. Just do it. It's a good plan. Do it. You made it this far. Keep going. With that being said, I hope everybody out there got a good team behind them. Whether it's one or two people, I know you got somebody that you can just bounce some ideas off of and get some sort of plan together, because I just got a feeling things about to get crazy. People in traffic, they driving crazy, people acting crazy. It's still good things happening, but we just gotta slow down, take a deep breath. And if you got a good team, you can afford yourself that. You ain't gotta always be doing something. You can take a break and slow down. And like I said, analyze your thoughts. At least try to grab one thought and figure out why you're thinking about it. That's a great exercise. You can get to the root of something. You ain't gotta do something just because you're thinking about it. You can stop. Y'all have a good day. Like I said, it's Friday, baby. And it's 4:25. We good.
We good, baby. Yeah.